Yo! What's going on, man? To run your fingers down my spine. What's going on, guys? Bitcoin doing a little weird action here. Big kind of spike down to the downside, now spiking back up to the upside. It's the market open on Monday. What can you expect? You expect weird price action in the morning, man. I'm on coffee number 2. What coffee you guys on? What's up, Blaze, Creighton, Rico? You almost missed Fingers? When Fingers is on, man, it's not usually a good thing. That means we got bear market price action, man. Let's jump on it. Let's not waste any more time. Good morning, man. What's going on? Yo! You know you guys got the yo coming in. What's going on? All right, Bitcoin, weird price action. All right, you guys see the title of the stream. Will the stock market dump BTC back down to the toilet? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Right now, Bitcoin's kind of just like dumping, pumping, doing its thing. Futures. I mean, the NASDAQ futures were down to like 2% earlier today. We saw the S&P minis coming in, dumping hard and heavy, about down 1.5% already going into today. Will we hold this previous resistance level and flip it to support? Let's talk about it, man. Let's freaking talk about it. How's everyone going this morning, man? For fuck's sake, it's too early for yo. Everyone's gonna say, yo, what's up? All right, let's jump on in, man. So a quick little update on what kind of happened last night. We dumped back down, came back up. You know, we had this rising wedge. It was more so on the super short-term time frames, about 15-minute, 5-minute time frame. Rising wedge did come back down to the downside, hit my first target, which was this previous low. Now it's trying to come back up to the upside. So let's see what happens here. You are trying to break this downtrend of resistance as we speak right now. Let's see if we can get some more juice. Because without more juice, you know, we can't get loose, if you know what I mean. What's up? Gala back to amazing buy level? I think everything's back to amazing buy level, man, as far as altcoins go. Most alts are like making their ways back down to lows. They're getting to really, really good levels, man. Really, really good levels. Someone check on Europe. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, Bitcoin's coming up a little bit right now. Let's check out a few different things. So Bitcoin, this rising wedge we were talking about on the 1-hour time frame got smacked back down to the downside. Right back down to the downside. Now it's trying to come back up. You know, do we have enough juice though? What do you guys think? Let me ask you guys this in the beginning of the stream. I always like to ask you guys, do you think that Bitcoin will close today red or green? Let me know in the chat. Red or green? It's pretty much, I guess you can call it like Vegas. It's kind of like going to play roulette and trying to pick red or green. Let's see. Waiting for Polkadot to hit $6. We'll talk about some altcoins coming up next, man. PDOT is definitely one I'm interested in for sure. Drew, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, Drew? What's up? No camera shut off yet? Yeah, I mean, I think I figured out what the issue was. If it goes off, we're going to switch to the other camera, you know what I mean? All right, so this rising wedge, guys, the rising wedges and the falling wedges play out so often, man. I love it. It's my favorite pattern to trade, actually. I look for these, and I basically trade these, to be honest. You know, I have 2 take-a-profit levels, the first low, and then obviously the measure move. A lot of them don't actually go down to the measure move. I like to take it on the first support level. But this rising wedge did break down, came all the way back down to about 20,890. Now you're trying to come back up. The issue I have with this move, and you know, I have a hard time, at least in the moment, thinking that Bitcoin's going to come back up to the upside. If the NASDAQ's going to be super bloody today, if the DXY is going to pump up to the moon today, I have a hard time seeing Bitcoin go into the absolute moon. I do. Waterfly said green. Crypto's trolling me. He said brown. Mr. Hart said red. Where did the daily candle open at? The 22nd is the most bullish day in crypto. We're going to 4,000 ETH today. Drew, don't be trolling the chat, man. You're gonna get, you saying that's gonna get someone to believe you. You know what I mean? ETC. You know someone's in the chat going, holy shit, someone in the chat said $4,000 ETH. I'm going all in. You know how it works, man. But here's the thing. We come back down here to the 15-minute time frame. You got this juicy vector candle down here on the 15-minute time frame. Right? You see this juicy vector? It's looking pretty juicy to me. You also got on the 1 hour time frame, you got this juicy wick. You see this wick down here in the 1 hour time frame? Looks pretty juicy to me. I would love to come back down and take that. And then try to come back up to the upside, which I think you're going to do. In my opinion, I think you'll see something like this. You'll see Bitcoin come back down for this wick, whether it comes up a little bit higher to test the 50 EMA first. I think it comes back down, takes this wick, and then ultimately starts to come back up to the upside. Quite frankly. So here's the deal. If we do something like this, let's do a little bada bing, bada boom, shall we? It might break out right here. But if we do something like this, I'm kind of just kind of speculate here. I like to speculate, guys, when it comes to these wedge formations. We'll see if something like this plays out. I'm looking for something like this. Bada bing, bada boom. For you to come back down, take this little juicy wick. We'll see this 1 hour candle closes. It closes in 10 minutes. But if it closes right here, I'm looking for this to come back down, take this juicy wick, and then come back up to the upside. I'm sort of just speculating. All right, I like to try to speculate what the wedge formations are going to do before they actually happen. All right, but in reality, like if we get rid of this one, right here, we're pretty much just going sideways, right? Down, up, down. It's pretty boring price action, if you ask me, my man. Pretty boring price action. We're kind of just waiting for that. Dude, you guys are funny with this contest, man. I was in the Discord this morning. JJ won the contest. JJ won the second prize. Okay, Fahid won the first prize. You guys are too funny with the contest, man. Not just today. Do you think the market will pump in September and October? We'll talk about that coming up too. All right, 4 hour time frame. Here's the reason why I wouldn't be surprised here if we do come down a little bit lower, but then rise back up to the upside. Because ultimately, if you look up here, we have this 4 hour vector right here, and if you look at the daily, all right, the daily time frame right here, we're still holding support. So this is to me, this is a very interesting level to watch, guys. Like, are we going to smack this to the downside here and start closing daily candles down here? Or are we going to hold this level right here? Right? I mean, I think this is what everyone's watching right now. Because everyone and their mother, let's face it. Everyone and their mother's watching this bear flag. All right? Where you're getting these higher highs. Boop, 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 boop. Higher highs right here. And then higher lows. Boop, boop, boop. Just like that. Okay? So everyone's watching this. Let's figure out if it plays out, right? I mean, I'm just going to lay out what's on there. Like, if this plays out, the measure move is back down to about 14K. All right? Now, do I think 14K is going to happen? I don't at the moment, though. I will not rule out that being a possibility, man. I will definitely not rule out that being a possibility. You know what I mean? Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat, man. Prize rug pull. Dollar rug pull. Smack that all on the 4. Smack that. So, I mean, that's what we're watching. I mean, we're waiting to see if this breaks. If this breaks, I mean, based on what's happened in the past, it hasn't been very pretty. Dumped it there. And I think a lot of what we're watching for, guys, today, if I'm going to be honest, I'm probably a little bit shorter of a morning stream today. What we're watching today is these stock market charts, right? You got the S&P coming back down hard. You're trying to hold this support level right here, right? Previous resistance, previous support, trying to act as support again. Will it hold? That's what everyone's waiting for to see. If this breaks and this starts coming back down here, all right, that's not going to be pretty for Bitcoin. As much as we want to see Bitcoin to go up, if the stock market dumps, Bitcoin's going back down to the downside, all right? It is what it is. I don't want to see it, but that's what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. DXY. Look at the DXY, man. The DXY is going to the moon. I guess we're going to say the dump song for Bitcoin in the DXY. But, yeah, DXY is pretty much all the way back at its highs. So, yeah. I mean, Euro's getting crushed. Bathwater said, someone check on Europe over there. Dude, the DXY going nuts to the upside right now. Like I said, a lot of it is because the Euro's getting crushed. It's basically a comparison against Bitcoin against DXY against the Euro, right? So, yeah, I mean, as long as that continues up, it's a lot of the same, man. It's a lot of the same. We can look at the Bitcoin charts all we want, but yeah, there it goes. You need to test the current lows and bounce before going lower. You do. I guess you do. You do. But Bitcoin, DXY is coming up. What we want to hope for, as I guess if for the bulls, what you want to hope for is something like this, man. You want to just hope for the M formation up here for the DXY at the end of the day now. Like if this continues up and start breaking these highs right here, dude, I mean, Bitcoin's going to get crushed, man. I mean, stocks are going to get crushed. It is what it is. We want to keep it simple. It's as simple as that. We want to hope for some type of double top formation on the DXY going into this week, right? I mean, at the end of the day. I wish we could see 14K, but not going to happen. Maybe 19K again. That's it. They don't get us in that low prices. Oh, maybe 19K again. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, what we want to see here, guys, like if we want to just keep it real, right? What we want to see here is just some type of higher low. I talked about this on my other channel for Ethereum today, and I talked about it for Bitcoin yesterday. We just want to see some higher low come in for Bitcoin, all right? So our previous weekly close lows, 19.3. I want to see Bitcoin on our next swing low on the weekly, just get a higher low than that, because that's what we typically do if Bitcoin wants to bottom. At the end of the day, it's going to depend on what the stock market and DXY does. We can do all the Bitcoin TA we want at the end of the day, but that's the situation. But we want to see some type of higher low, right? The low, rise back up. We want to see Bitcoin make a higher low. That's what we did in every bear market, man, right? We came back up. We made a higher low. We were able to continue up, you know, and that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see here. And it's a waiting game at the end of the day, right? Low, 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 low. But at the end of the day, they were all higher lows on the closes. We care about closes here. And you were able to continue up. So, in my opinion, as long as Bitcoin can stay on a weekly close, guys, above 19,300, I think all is good in the world. I think, it's really just a guess at this point. But every indicator that I look at, all right, every single one that I look at tells you that the bottom is either in or it's very, 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 very close to being in. All right, pi cycle bottom, you got the cross, you can check it off. Hash ribbons buy signal, you got the buy signal, you can check it off. We're at the bottom of the logarithmic, right? The logarithmic regression curve. We're at the bottom of it, okay? We're at the bottom of it. We're inside of there, okay? Yeah, it's typically been where you bottom in the past, right? The Madrid ribbon. We drop below it on the 2-week. Hold on. Where is it? The Madrid ribbon. We dropped below it on the 2-week. That's what you usually see at the bottom, right? The big capitulation drops you below the Madrid ribbon before coming back up into it, right? Drops you below the Madrid ribbon before coming back up into it. That's what you did last time, right? I mean, I know we want to say, all right, blah, 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 blah. That's what we did last time. Look at the 2-week. You dropped below it, came back up and tested it, got rejected, made a higher low, and then we're able to come back into it. Came back down, came back up, got rejected. You want to make that higher low and then be able to come back into it. So everything I look at as far as indicators goes shows we're at the bottom. At the end of the day, we're a slave. We're literally a slave to the macro, man. All right. So, guys, I've been DCAing. Okay, I DCA'd on when Bitcoin hit the 200-week SMA. I DCA'd heavy. I told you guys that was my biggest crypto buy. Was when Bitcoin hit the 200 SMA. That was my biggest crypto buy I've ever done. Okay? So I've already accumulated heavy at these lows. When we got the pi cycle bottom cross, I DCA'd there. When we got the hash ribbons buy signal, I DCA'd there. Okay? I told you guys, I'm going to be DCAing whenever I get these big signals pop up, which are typically indicated the bottoms. Is it going to be the bottom? We'll find out. But I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be ready to rock and roll. If Bitcoin doesn't go any lower, I'm ready to freaking rock and roll. If it does go lower, just repeat the process, my man. Repeat the process. Repeat the freaking process. And it'll be the same thing. The bears will laugh. But once again, they will be the ones who FOMO into Floki Inu in 2025. Just like they were in 2021. All right? That's when the family says, you were lucky. You were lucky. No. I was not. I just didn't want to buy it when the prices were going up. It is what it is. So keep your head in the game, man. Keep your head in the game. The short-term price action at the end of the day, right now we're kind of just in a range, right? Down, up, rising wedge, jump. Falling wedge, look like we might be breaking that to the upside right now, depending where we close in the next 2 minutes. But let's get it, man. Let's get it. I still think we're going to come back down and take this wick, though, if I'm going to be honest, dude. Let's see. What happened to your Madrid ribbon? Oh, it's still playing out perfectly, Mike. Still playing out absolutely perfectly. Let's see. Let's see. Why does George always think it's manipulation when prices drop, but it's normal when it moons? That's so true, man. Whenever price drops, this is manipulation. It was planned by the banks. Oh, this happened. And then all of a sudden, when the price goes up, this is pure FOMO. Pure. This is totally natural price action. Dude, everything is manipulation. When the prices go up, guess what? It's manipulation. You think it's retail moving a $1 trillion asset? No. Retail, your $5 is not moving a $1 trillion asset. When the prices move up, it's manipulation. Just like when the prices move down, it's manipulation. Holy moly. I hate when people say it's manipulation. It's like horse guy, man. Every price movement for an asset that's a $1 trillion asset is manipulation. Every single one, man. Let's see. I need a loan ASAP. No, don't take out a loan, man. You never should take out a loan in crypto, bro. Never take out a loan in crypto, because though you might be confident in what's going to happen, you never know for sure, right? You're really just guessing at the end of the day. You're doing an educated guess based on previous price action, but you really don't know, right? All right. So what else do we got, guys? What else do we got on the 1 hour? 1 hour, I'm just waiting to see what this short-term price action gives us. It's kind of boring price action right now, man. I'm not going to lie. It's good for trading, though. I'll probably do some trading later today. I'll probably be hanging out in the Discord. If you guys want to do some intraday trading with your boy, I'll probably be hanging out in the Discord a little bit, doing some trading today, if you want. Link should be in the Discord down below if you want to join the Discord, by the way. Do some trading today. Who else feels like trading today, man? I like trading when we're in a range like this, right? It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. You kind of just trade the patterns up, trade the patterns down. It's nice. I'm taking a huge loan out, and it's going all in on Luna. Nice, dude. Nice. Nice. All right, guys. So what else do we got? I mean, right now it looks like we're trying to break this to the upside. Let's see if it plays out. All right, you got 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. You got that vector candle pushing you back up to the upside. Are they not going to want to take this wick? Are they not going to want to take this wick? Maybe they just move it up here, which was even better. They want to just pump it up here? By all means, do it. It's just tough because the stock. Look at the S&P, man. The S&P is getting crushed to the downside. NASDAQ, right at support. We want to see the NASDAQ hold right here, guys. You see this downtrend of resistance for the NASDAQ? 1, 2 touches, 3 touches. NASDAQ right at support. If this breaks to the downside here, that nullifies everything we were looking at for the NASDAQ as far as breaking out to the upside. Okay? And you're just doing what you did the last time. You broke slightly above the 200 EMA, and then you dumped. Slightly above the 200 EMA, now you're dumping. All right? So let's wait to see what the NASDAQ does there. But that is right at support, my man. S&P, also right at support. We'll see if that holds today. And the DXY, we already talked about. DXY is going nuts, man. You guys said the euro is getting crushed right now? Hold on. Let me look at the euro. Look at the euro, man. Let me see. Euro USD. Let's see. Euro USD. Oh, Lord. And that tells you exactly why the DXY is pumping, man. Man, listen, the US is a shit show, and the dollar is a shit show, but the euro is doing even worse right now. Back below a dollar. Back below a dollar, man. Dude, I remember when the Euro USD was like was it like one way back in the day, man? When was it? Was it all the way back here? Yeah. I remember it was like 125. Now it's 99 cents on the euro. That explains why the DXY is pumping. The question is right here, and this is what we want to see, guys. And this could be some type of clue. I mean, this is just speculation. At this point, we're looking at speculation. If the DXY can create a double bottom here, okay? Because right now you have some bullish div on the DXY. On the euro. If the euro can make some type of W formation here, all right? Bada bing, bada boom. Left shoulder. Not left shoulder. First hit to the downside. Second hit to the downside. Okay? If this can create some type of W formation, and we can see the DXY start going back down and create some type of double top, okay, that would be perfect. That would be so nice. So nice. This should be a strong support here for the euro, man. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you right now, if this breaks to the downside, oh, man. It's not going to be looking at the DXY is going to keep pumping. Okay, which means strength of the dollar is going to be going up. People are going to keep moving their money into the dollar. Okay, which means people are going to move money out of crypto and out of stocks. It's not what we want to see. But if the euro can find support here and bounce back to the upside, maybe the DXY can get that double top. Okay, maybe the DXY can get that double top, move back down to the downside, which means people move money back into crypto and stocks. It's all connected, man. So let's see what it does. But holy moly, man. Holy freaking the shoulder boy. Hey, I love shoulders, man. What can I say? I love shoulders. You know, like I said, some of you weird bastard like fart jars. I don't know what to tell you, man. Some of you guys like fart jars. You know? What do you guys think? You think Euro is going to hold support here? What do you guys think? Because this is actually big. Like, you guys might be thinking, why are we even looking at this? That has nothing to do with crypto. This is actually probably bigger than the Bitcoin chart. This chart right here and this chart right here are bigger than the Bitcoin chart. Okay? You know, the noobs come in and say, why are we looking at this? This has nothing to do with crypto. Right? Because they just want to look at the Bitcoin chart. But this is probably bigger than the Bitcoin chart, man. If this holds support and this holds resistance right here. What do you guys think? DXY is at resistance right now? Yeah, look at it. Dude, the DXY is going nuts today. Yeah, ultimately, like, you want to see it hold that, man. You don't think the euro is going to hold? The shoulder fetish. This shoulder. Euro is wrecked. You're better off with fart jars. How much is one fart jar worth? Like 50 cents? 50 euro against the USD? How much are we looking at, man? It has to. Yeah, I mean, look at this, man. How far will this drop if it goes below this? Let's look. Let's look left. Let's go to the weekly. Come on, euros. Get your inflation under control, man. It should be talking. I mean, the US is getting crushed too. No, you could be seeing like 96. I mean, that's not a terribly huge move. But after that, I don't have any data besides this 2002. But after that, you don't want to break that, man. Bitcoin's trying to come up right now, though.
We miss her.
Bitcoin's trying to come up. Where's Elisa? We miss her. Who's Elisa, Shams? Who is Elisa? Who is that? Tell me in the chat. Maybe I can answer your question. You mean Melissa? You mean Jabba's girl? She's right here, man. Hey, Shams. You talking about me? Shams Ula. I'm right here, baby. But guess what? You can't have me. I only want bears right now. And Jabba's my guy. You know, maybe when the bull market comes back, maybe I'll want you, you know? I like bears during bull markets. Or during bear markets, sorry. All right. Enough of that. But yeah, she's right there, man. Jordan would do well in prison? What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, man? Wait till I get the lotion ready. Oh, God. All right. Anyways. So, I mean, we got a lot of interesting stuff going on this week. Dollar coming up, euro coming down. Let me go back over to this, guys. This is actually a pretty crazy Monday. It's not crazy for Bitcoin, but it's crazy for everything else. And we got the NASDAQ, which is trying to hold support. Looks like might be crushing this to the downside. Almost down 2% already in the day. We'll see what you do there. Bitcoin right now is trying to actually come back up to the upside. So this falling wedge so far is playing out nicely. You got to respect the wedgies, man. I always say you got to respect the wedgies. Even if you see price action below that, you want to come and take respect the wedgies, at least at the moment. So we'll see if that one. Ultimately, you're still in you're still just in this kind of annoying channel, man. Annoying little channel. I wonder if they sell wigs at... I don't know if they do, man. Listen, I'm not a wigs guy. Clearly. You think I'm wearing a wig right now? You think this is a wig? Okay? I'll show you. You see any wiggage right there? No. Nothing. No wickage. It's pretty sexy hair, though. I do have to say. I actually like when I wear my hat and I take the hat off. It's like, and it's got super volume because it's dirty because the hat. It's awesome, man. It's like all grimy and dirty, and my hair actually stays up. But when it's cleaned, it just goes right to the downside, like Bitcoin, you know, or like the euro, I should say. Imagine if I was in prison and then Jabba was like, "Wow, where are we?" Imagine if I actually had multiple personality disorder and Jabba like came in prison. You imagine what the other prison mates would look at me? They would be like, "Dude, what the hell's wrong with this guy?" I'm just constantly am I going, "Hey, do we have any meat? Do we have any meatloaf?" I crack myself up, man. I really do. I really do. All right, let's see. I see falling wedge on the hairline. Don't be saying that, man. Don't be saying the falling wedge on the hairline. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man, guys. All right. You know, we can look at ETH real quick. I mean, basically for ETH, I mean, you're trying to hold this important level right here, right? Previous resistance, flipping into support, flipping into resistance. All right? No, I should say, actually the opposite of what I just said, actually. Resistance, support, support, okay? You're still trying to hold that as support. Will it hold? We'll see. What I'll say on the daily time frame, just like BTC on the 4-hour, you got this juicy, juicy, juicy vector candle up here in the daily. You see this girthy thing? You see this girthy thing? That's why I think we do see one more move to the upside before dumping. We don't necessarily have to. Like there's been times that, you know, like for instance, let's go back in time. Like this one right here, right? There's been times you started a big dump and you don't come back up and take that. But I'm going to go based off probabilities and say that, you know, I think ETH does something like this. This is assuming that NASDAQ doesn't get crushed 4% or something today. I'm going to assume ETH does something like this. We got left shoulder, head. You got this red vector candle right here. You come back up, take this red vector candle, form that right shoulder, and then you dump back down to the downside. I'm going to look at it something along these lines for ETH. The level I'm looking at for ETH is still back down at the previous all-time highs from 2017, which was about 1387. That's the move I'm looking at for ETH there. And that's basically the 2017 all-time highs. I would love, absolutely love, for ETH to hold that as a higher low. I think that would be sexy as hell for ETH to come back down. You create this higher low structure. Okay, just like BTC, and then you kind of mosey your way up slowly. We'll see if it happens, but ultimately, I think in my opinion, that's what happens there. Still got that rising wedge. That would actually be the perfect measure move of this rising wedge as well. So we wait and see. We wait and see on this ETH. This could play out for a little bit. So take your time with this one. Have patience on this one, man. Have patience on this one. You guys trading today, by the way? I think today's a good trading day. It's kind of a boring, like, let's talk macro moves day because, I mean, we're kind of at the same price we've been at for the last 3 days. You know, so there's not much new stuff to talk about. But as far as a trading day, man, I think this is a good trading day, man. You guys going to do some trading today? Remember sub 1K when Clint was laughing at us? Good times. I remember, man. I remember. Now, Bitcoin's pretty almost back at those levels. But for ETH is still significantly above those levels, you know? Still significantly above. Like, I know Bitcoin's been dumping to the downside, but look at ETH, man. ETH is still up from its lows about 67%. Okay, so it has a lot of room to work with here to the downside. That could get erased pretty quick, as we know, but for now, it's still up pretty good if you're accumulating down here. I actually want to look at Bitcoin dominance real quick. The Bitcoin dominance, because I haven't looked at that in a little bit, actually. Let's see the Bitcoin dominance. What's that look like today? Let's see. BTC dominance. All right. So, man, here's the thing on BTC dominance, man. Here's the thing on this. We've been kind of blessed with altcoins outperforming Bitcoin since June. All right. So since this last little low, altcoins have crushed Bitcoin. You know, if they gained about 10% against BTC in dominance. The issue I'm seeing on this right now all right, is we are back down to these relative lows. 1, 2, 3. We're back down to those relative lows. You also have this falling wedge that looks like it did break to the upside at the very end. You see this, like literally the very end. Looks like it break to the upside. So are we going to see Bitcoin start outpacing alts? It has for the last couple days. Let's find out. Let's find out on this. Once again, I got to respect the falling wedge, man. I got to do it. At the end of the day, it's there. So let's see once again if it plays out. But, you know, I will say this. I'm not going to bet completely against altcoins. I'm not going to do that, man. I'm not going to do that. I think it's more likely we just stay in this range, right? Between 50% and 40%. Probably until the next, in my opinion, probably to the next halving event. I think it's likely we stay in this. Even if we do come up and crush this back to the upside, you know, we'll find out. We'll find out. Gala will 20x. Oh, dude. Gala, all right. You got to have patience. And I don't think this is going to happen overnight. But in 2025, 2026, you know, for any alt, man, I mean, it's not even just Gala. I mean, Gala to get back to its all-time highs from this current point, talking about almost a 17x just to get back to all-time highs. And you could say that about any altcoin, but I'll just use Gala as an example because you guys are talking about it. You know, I mean, Gala is pretty much at its lows again. You know what I mean? Right here. Almost there. As far as the daily close lows. Altcoins are getting back to those juicy levels, man. It all depends on what you think is going to happen with BTC. You know what I mean?
Rant alert.
Holy moly, man. Everyone's losing their car right now, man. Woo! Holy moly. Gala's back down at its lows. You're going to find this from a lot of different alts. Near. Right here, man. Dude, what is this guy beeping for, man? It's like, Christ, dude. We can hear you. All right, Near. I told you guys, you know. I guess maybe I'm being a little bit of a bottom dweller for Near. I am. Guys, I admit it. I'm being a little bit of a bottom dweller for Near. I have to admit. Just a little bit. Okay? Near. Man. I told you guys I was going to buy in this 1, 2, 3, the back test of this. I'm happy that I didn't at this point. But, you know, Near's making its way back downtown, man. You know? Do I be a bottom dweller and wait for $3 for Near? I mean, at this point, I may just be a bottom dweller and wait till $3 for Near here. Will I get it? You know, I guess time will tell. No, I probably won't wait for that. I mean, at this point, where it's at right now, you know, 380 might be an interesting point for Near. But, you know, anywhere between 3 and 381, I'd probably be looking at it, man. Let's see. Why as soon as you buy Near, it won't do anything? Oh, facts. When crypto's a feed. Oh, it's probably coming for a lot of people, man. Like I told you guys, like, if you really think that 80% of you guys will be here in 2024, you guys are crazy, man. All right, sorry. If you don't think that just 20% of people that are watching the stream right now will be here in 2024, you guys are crazy. I'll tell you right now, only 20% of you guys that are in here right now will be here in 2024. I'll be honest. I will say this right now. I will say this right freaking now. 20% of you guys will be here. Right?
Rant alert.
I'm going to tell you. Don't believe me? Let's see if you can last through possibly more dumpage, if it happens. Who knows if it does. Or even if it doesn't dump more and the bottom is in, which I think is probable, can you last through a year or of sideways, or a major little relief rally that gets everyone hopeful for a bull market just to come back down to the lows again? Not many people are going to be able to stomach that. I'm going to be honest. And only the tough will get through, man. Only the tough will get through. I might be in ground in 2024, so Waterfly. Waterfly might be in the ground in 2024. Waterfly, you're going to be here, man. You're going to be here. Don't be saying that, bro. Do not be saying that. It is what it is. Paljack said, will you be here? Dude, I've been doing this. Not necessarily streaming, but I've been just patiently waiting since 2017, man. I will be here. Trust me. I will be here. If I've been streaming for the past year, throughout, especially the last 3 months, which has statistically been the 3 worst months for crypto in crypto's history, I will be here, my man. I will be here. We all could be dead tomorrow, 10 years. That's very true. Very true. If you're still here now for after all these dumps, I would argue that the dumps are more exciting than the sideways action, man. The worst is the sideways action, right? I mean, a lot of you guys have been through it, though. I will say, like, this right here, this time period right here, from about, it was like from January to April. This time period right here was so boring, man. This is probably one of the most boring times in crypto that I've ever been in. Was this 4 months of just boop, 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 boop. If you lasted through that, I think you're doing pretty good, man. But the difference is between this is you were still relatively high and you still had hopes that Bitcoin was going to come back up. Whereas right now, you're down here and sentiment is pretty much shot. So can you last through 6+ months of sideways action? That's what it's going to come back down to, man. You know? Crypto destroyed my ability to feel pain. Oh yeah, true, man. True. That's definitely true. Crypto has destroyed my ability to feel pain. Not necessarily feel pain, but be super emotional as far as investments goes. Whether it's to the upside or to the downside. Well, I'll still get excited when the prices pump, but like, I'm never going to be like, holy shit, it's going to go up forever anymore. You know what I mean? And I was like that in the past, for sure. The truth of the matter is we can never reach all-time high again. Who knows? The only way to do, though, is if government prints more checks. Yeah, but here's the thing, man. I don't think you need to go to all-time highs to necessarily see to make money, man. You don't need to go to all-time highs. You know what I mean? The best way I'll put it is, last time Bitcoin was at 69K, you had altcoins 10x higher than they are now. You know what I mean? So even if Bitcoin, in theory, I mean, this is just like hypothetical, Bitcoin goes to 50K, okay? I mean, you'll have high caps do 5, 6, 7 X's, low caps do 10, 15 X's. I'll be happy with that too, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, I mean, anyway, I look at it, I'll be pretty happy in a couple of years. I mean, you got to believe in the space. If you don't believe in the space, you shouldn't be here. If you're just in here for the quick gains, you shouldn't be here. You know what I mean? You got to be believing in the space at the end of the day. All right. So I think I don't really have, let's see. Euro still coming down. DXY still coming up almost to its highs, man. So, I mean, that's really what we're watching for today, guys. I really don't have much else to say. I don't want to, you know, what I told myself is not really much to say. Just keep them short and sweet. Really what we're watching for today, guys, is to watch what the NASDAQ does. If NASDAQ breaks support right here, just be careful. Just be careful. This could be an interesting time for the NASDAQ, as when we've done this in the past, hasn't been great. The DXY breaks the previous high. Once again, hasn't been great. What we need to watch today, the number one thing we need to watch is not even Bitcoin. The number one thing we need to watch is, will the DXY break the highs here? Will the Euro, they just had the Euro chart up. Hold up. Will the Euro hold the $1 level? Okay. Because if the Euro holds the $1 level, the DXY should go down, which should, in theory, help crypto and Bitcoin. Okay. But if the Euro dumps here, if the DXY keeps pumping here, it's not going to mean shit. Okay. So let's watch that today. That's what we got to watch today. We're really in a waiting period right now. And I'm going to do some trading today. Because when we get in these waiting periods where we're kind of just like, all right, Bitcoin's been at the same price for 3 days. You know, we're kind of just waiting. That's when I kind of get the urge to do a little trading. So I'll catch you guys on the Discord. Once again, you guys want the Discord link. Let me grab that for you here. Let me bring this over here. Let me get the Discord link here. One sec. Facts is in. Appreciate the super chat, man. At the end of the day, we're all George. We'll see George later on. I bet I'll have something cool to say. Him and his cult. Here we go. Let me generate new link. Copy. Let me put the Discord link in the chat. And yeah, I'll be doing a little trading over there in the Discord, kind of letting you guys know what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I'd mostly do it for fun. So I mean, take it for what it is. Here we go. Discord. There it is in the chat. Discord. Cryptos Aren't Us is blocked from Discord. You probably were talking shit, man. To be honest. You know what I mean? So there we go. There's some people coming in. Join the Discord, man. I'll do some trading in there. We can hang out, have a good time. But I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to upload a video on my second channel about just basically an overview on what I want to see for Ethereum on the weekly time frame, right? Longer term view. So go subscribe to my second channel. Links in the description down below for the second channel. Go subscribe over there. We're killing it over there. Absolutely killing it over there, man. It's crazy. We have about 1,500 subs on there. We got pretty close to 1,000 views on yesterday's video. That's a crazy ratio. So let's keep killing over there. But I'll catch you guys later, all right? At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for tonight's live stream. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Hopefully we get some resolution on the short-term little consolidation for Bitcoin, and we can have a little fun, all right? Be prepared for whatever happens today, though. I'll say this. Today is a very, this week, I think, you know, where the DXY is, where the stock market is, where the euro is, just from a macro picture is really big. All right, so catch you guys later, 7 p.m. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't panic sell your crypto. And most of all, do not panic sell your crypto. Peace. Later, guys.